Previously on Sailing New Horizons, we anchored right here in Gorda Sound, a large natural harbor at the northeast end of Virgin Gorda. Christopher Columbus is said to have named the island the Fat Virgin because of the island's profile on the horizon looks like a fat woman lying on her side. Here we are docking our tender at the bitter end, which is historically renowned because it was the site of Sir Francis Drake and Sir John Hawkins' 1595 fleet rendezvous, two Elizabethan British admirals who led Britain's ascendance into naval supremacy. 26 ships anchored in the Sound and used the large hill at bitter end to practice for their attack on San Juan to wrest Puerto Rico from Spain. With both admirals dying on the 1595-1596 voyage, the land at Bitter End may be the last place that these legendary mariners set foot on British soil. We're now looking at some beautiful views from the highest point on Virgin Gorda at 1,370 feet. Gorda Peak is located at the northwestern ridge, south of North Sound and north of Soldier Bay. Donated by Lawrence Rockefeller in 1974, Gorda Peak is one of the last remaining examples of Caribbean dry forest in the region. An unusual geologic formation known as the Baths is located on the southern end of Virgin Gorda. At the Baths, in spite of evidence of the island's largely volcanic origins, huge granite boulders lie in piles on the beach, forming scenic grottos, natural tidal pools, tunnels, and arches that are open to the sea. Granite is an intrusive igneous rock, thus not volcanic. It did form from magma, however, at great depth. Granite becomes exposed at the Earth's surface only after geologic ages of erosion removes the overburden. At the surface, weathering has broken the granite into large boulders and rounded their surfaces.
Have you seen Captain Spur? Hooray, hooray, early in the morn.
Alright, I just released myself from the mooring and I am still in Gorda Sound, just getting underway now. And here we are after having just exited Gorda Sound. This is Necker Island, Richard Branson's home. This is actually a rather meaningful passage for me, as it is the very first time that I'm ever doing a night passage solo.
This passage from Virgin Gorda to St. Martin is a total of 82.6 nautical miles, and it will end up taking me 17 hours, 49 minutes, and my average speed on the trip will be 4.6 knots. I left Virgin Gorda at 12:58 p.m. and the anchor was safely set by 6:47 a.m. the next day. Here's the east end of Virgin Gorda. Over the next several clips, I'm going to try and give you a feeling for what the passage was like by showing you views every few minutes as I was underway. It was rather windy out, and especially since I was single-handed, I opted for a double-reefed main and a staysail only. You'll see that the Genoa is laying on deck because since I was in Virgin Gorda for quite some time, I seized the opportunity to do a few minor sail repairs, and because of the strong winds, I was unable to raise the Genoa. So to keep things safe, I decided to just tie it down on deck. And I know you can't really see much at all, but here's a quick little bit of me sailing at night.
All right, finally made it. Just dropped the hook here in Marigot Bay. The sun is just coming up.